This is not how filming's supposed to go. Huh? What are you doing? Love cat butt. Okay, let's everyone calm down. Yes, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Craig, everyone's favorite deck video profiles, where I go over something that you might play or you probably don't, but who cares, because it's a deck profile. I keep my deck in this bad boy, and I know what you might be thinking. Is that a branded deck box? That might make you initially think that this is warranted, but no, not this time round. This time round, it's because it's the only deck box I had. No, this deck profile will instead be for branded Chimera. Yes, that's right. The only valid way to play branded is to just shoehorn in 5 or 6 cards of their deck and ignore everything else, especially the players. So without any further delay, let's just jump into it, you know? We start first, like all standard recipes and deck profiles do, with the main deck monsters. You, of course, know, if you're at all familiar with Chimera decks, that we are on 2 Burfamets. Is there more to that name? Visibly, do I know it? No. Matter of fact, no one knows it. Casters going over official YCSs will see this summoned in Chimera duels, read it for the first time, and promptly forget it, because nobody knows, nobody cares. It's Burfamet. You don't want to draw it, you just want to turbo it out through the other dude that'll show in a second, and it's a +1. It's a +1. It's a +2, goddammit. It's pretty good. You play 2 of it, but you don't want to see it in your hand, so you don't play 3 of it, you play 2. Sometimes, not all the time. Remember that joke? And I sure don't. What I do remember, 3 gazelles, visibly not what a gazelle looks like. Not quite sure why it's we'll never know. It searches fusion, it searches an illusion. What do you dousion? You know what I'm saying? I sure as shit don't, but it's a 3 of. Yeah, trust me, it's a 3 of. This is pretty standard, not unlike the Mirror Sword Knights. That's right, the illusions of the deck. What the interesting? No, not interesting at all. Just a Lone Fire Blossom. That's it. We play that bad boy and Boyfamet, because then we can get around playing branded cards when they ash our branded fusion. That doesn't matter because we wanted this to resolve. That's what it's the whole point of the deck, really, is you get the branded fusion with impunity. It's not terrible. Anyways, we got more to this. It's a cooking show, so you know we've got corn. That'd be a good part to put, like, can you imagine? There's a joke about the band in there somewhere. Anyways, there's something to that effect. I literally am having a stroke in real time. Anyways, it searches Mirror Knight. That's it. It's got an effect to negate targeting effects or something like that. I read it every 3 days or something, you know, something like that. Two Albazios, different rarities, because I pulled 2 different rarities from the 25th Rarity Anniversary Collection Cool Guy Money is Limitless Edition, or whatever the hell that set was called, because 2 boxes, 2 Albaz, put them in the deck. Better than the peasant rares that we've been dealing with ever since we bought that Albaz deck. Am I right, gamers? Of course I am. We also have one of this idiot. I don't know its name, and it's an ultra rare, and it's in gold text, and I can't read it from here. Spriggan's Kit. Turns out I can read it from here. It's a beast that searches branded fusion. The new spice, the new standard, would be a copy of branded opening to get a Luber to search out branded fusion. That'd be pretty nifty too. You can go for that. This has the beast, and I like that because you need beasts for a lot of these things, so there's synergies. We also, of course, have 2 Edgem Chain. There's 1 Chimera card really worth playing, and its name is Guardian Chimera, so having a means to search out Poly in the deck is pretty good when you're playing Guardian Chimera. And last up for the main deck, the real spice. I actually keep it over here in my spice drawer next to the salt. Get it? Every Cooking with Craig episode has to have a salt is spicy joke, as the contract states. So, 1 Hex Sealed Fusion. Of the light. That's right. We'll cover why that bad boy's in the deck in a minute. Most of you probably know, but if you don't know, you're gonna find out. You're gonna be sitting there going, "Damn, I know now." You're gonna watch this video and be like, "Damn, I really I just figured it out. Anyways, that's it. Mix them up, throw them in a bowl, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew, and we move on to the spells. So, nothing too crazy-azy, am I right, gamers? Nothing too insane. We got 3 of our Chimera Fusion. It's a quick play. We get to summon Guardian Chimera on the opponent's turn. That's it. If you have Guardian Chimera, the mythical flying doggy dude on your field or in your grave, which all the fusions are, so basically for freezies, you get to add this from your grave back to your hand once per turn. It's pretty good. We, of course, have 3 branded fusion, the best ash bait on Earth, and if it doesn't get ashed, well, free fusion. Mirror Jade or Bouncy Boy are never bad things to have, let me tell you. We've also, of course, got 2 polys because, like I said, Hedgem Chain and Guardian Chimera, that's basically the deck at this point, isn't it? And as a matter of fact, 3 patchworks, but only 2 chains. Just draw the first patchwork first, forehead. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You probably could cut it to 2. You could up poly or Hedgem Chain if you'd like. You can play with the recipe, but I don't care. This is what I'm doing. I'm having fun with it. These should be thrusts, but I'm a peasant, as noted by the Peasant Rare Book of Moons. So 2 Book of Moons. I'm just fond of the card. What can I say? But either way, you know we got triple of that triple, because it's the modern format, baby. Why aren't you playing tactics in some capacity? We, of course, are running the 2 fusion armament to bust out the Flying King of the Mythical Wing, or something to that effect. It's an instant fusion for this deck, is really what this is. I like it. I like it. Sometimes you need it, and it has most certainly come in a pinch for me personally. I've got 1 Called by the Grave and 5 more cards for 5 more bits of spice. That's right, it's in the title. Who let 'em cook? Not God. God had no hand in this build, because I'm running 3 Fusion Destinies and 2 of these things, because I built this deck before I bought the 25th Anniversary Rarity Collection, and I didn't care to move the Ash Blossoms from my actual competitively viable decks into this one, and so I was like, well, this should be like 3 Ash Blossoms and 3 of something else or something to that capacity, but instead what I opted for was this dog shit engine, and you'll brick on it, but when you don't brick on it, ain't no one gonna see it coming, because it's another thing that, hell, you asked Branded Fusion or you asked a Mirror Knight, fuck it, DP it is, and that's the good meme. So you can throw those actually in the monster card. Don't fuck that up, but you mix those together, get it, you fucking stir it around a bit, you got your stirring stick, and then you move on to the final segment, the extra deck. That's right, you know we're legally obliged to play 2 of this thing that jumped up to like $30, because, I don't know, comedy? It's still at that rate? I don't know. Probably shouldn't be, but it's there and you need 2 of it, so however much it costs you, whoopee doopie. We play 1 of the brand new Agov, Foolish Burial on Summon. This one's a hand rip. It's mainly just material on board to get out to other things and enable your banishing effects of Sword Knight and Corn. And then you've got the biggest boy, the Game Stealer. Rarely comes up, but it comes up. And also we play Fusion Armament, so you do need this one. And it'll get you out the Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast, as I read the card's name for the first time in a minute. That's a 1 of, because Fusion Armament. And then, yeah, you got the Chimera package in the core. And of course, the real Chimera, 2 Guardians. Guardians of the Galaxy, fuck this joke. 1 Magnum, because it is a fiend, which works for this deck. We play plenty of extra deck monsters. The reshuffling of these fusion spells, which we have plenty of, is pretty damn schnifty. And the polys, not bad at all. Really big fan of this card. 1 Dragostipelia, because it's a fucking fusion deck. What do you think's going on here? 1 Brudbrum. It negates a monster effect, and it can bounce a card on the field. Why is that a thing? I don't know. It's actually reliably annoying. It is not bad at all, and it can bring itself back, or an Albaz, by banishing the other from the grave. So it's pretty versatile, and it's not bad in the branded Chimera deck at all. The other things we've got for our Chimera engine, you know you're going to be playing Mirror Jade because it's fucking branded. It's a phenomenal card. You can send Lubellion with him, or you can use Lubellion off the branded fusion to make him not bad at all. We've got the Albion, which is commonly sent off of Mirror Jade to then set a branded during the end phase from the deck, and you get another branded fusion for more plays. Or you can make Albion using Albaz and that light hex sealed fusion to use Albion's effect and summon Dragoon. Yeah, that's the final spice, and of course our one and only DPE, because what this deck is at the end of the day for me is, well, I can't use the Dragoon engine anymore. Well, I can't use that DPE engine anymore. Fuck it, one deck it is. That's it. That's what I'm going off of. Absolute insanity, I know. Once again, grab your stirring stick, mix that shit around. Yo, my cat's looking at me right now. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. This is not... You're not in danger. Anyways, you got these all good to go, you know? You got these all good to go. You go ahead, you get out your pan, you pour it all in, you mix it all together, you get the games going. Mom, and so there it is, looking all nice and purty for you, ready to go. You get the oven off camera, because what is video prep work, huh? Nothing I'd know about. Anyways, you throw this bad boy in the oven for approximately 16 seconds, so we go ahead and we'll do that. Ba-boom. You lay that in, nice and good. Nice and good. We got that shit ready to go, gamers. That's a dog. As we let that cook, I can hear the comments. I can visualize them in my head. I know. Why would you put Dragoon in this deck? Why would you put DPE in this deck? That's a whole hell of a lot of bricks that it doesn't need. Where are the hand traps? Are you really planning on winning with no non-engine outside of like Book of Moons from a format ago that aren't relevant and some triple tax? To which I have to say, shut up, okay? I went X and 3 out of 4-man locals with this deck. I know what I am doing, okay? And it's ready. Let's pop this bad boy out of here, shall we? Oh, fuck. Who let me cook?